Season 3 has been out for under 2 weeks now, and it is revealed that it will be a very short season as it will end in August. And midway through this season there will be a new summer update, and it will be good to see some new content, but for the Epic Games employees, well, they're going to be on vacation, which means we're going to be stuck with no lore and no content for weeks. But obviously when the Epic employees come back, there will be more lore and more content, and it will probably be the last few weeks of Season 3 as well. Now, I don't want to be biased, but I didn't think there would really be that much lore this season, because after the crappy Syndicate quests, I did not know where the next path would lead to. But I was very wrong, because this season's lore is actually interesting, and I mean very interesting, and a lot has been revealed. So let's go over the end of Season 3 and what I think could happen. But before, don't forget to like and subscribe, that will be very nice. But yeah, let's get straight into the video. Now, we had learned that Sloane had actually survived the collision event, and she was somehow sent to this jungle, which is the main location of Season 3, and she met a man named Relic who quote-unquote rescued her. But yeah, Relic is a very important character for this season, as really instead of saving the island, Relic kind of just wants to explore it, which is interesting, not gonna lie. But speaking of the island, basically I'm probably sure that you know that basically Optimus Prime has been talking to us by the car radio, saying that this reality is in danger and on the verge of collapse, and that we also need to make our escape very soon. And so now it's obvious that Optimus Prime is now canon to the Fortnite lore. But yeah, Prime does also tell us that basically outside of the reality there are dangers. Those dangers most likely being the last reality. And also Prime told us that he's also been in touch with Sloane as well, and he knows that Sloane is an unlikely ally. But we really need to get into the character of Sloane, as she is a very important character. So we hear her voice lines and she says that she survived, yeah, we know, but she also mentioned something called the Apparatus. Well, Sloane discovered that the people who used to live in the jungle biome were visionaries, and they were also very good scientists. And those scientists and visionaries are believed to be the statues all around the biome. And these people also designed the Apparatus, which in its illustrations is a telescope, and around it are 5 circles, but only one of them have a symbol in it. People have been comparing this symbol with the cube's cradle, which we only saw once in an event, and basically it is giant and it belongs to the last reality. But yeah, forget the mothership, this thing is goddamn massive. We don't really know what Sloane's plan is, but basically it's definitely got something to do with this Apparatus. Now, a character who is heavily related to the Apparatus is Trace. Trace is a luminary, and we know that luminaries have some sort of plant tech based power. For Trace, you can see his power in his hand, and it's also believed that Sloane is going to get sand powers as well thanks to Trace, but I'm generally going to talk about that in another video, because that isn't really that relevant to the Apparatus. But basically in the survey skins, Sloane has sand powers and not in the actual game, and as Trace has powers and Sloane doesn't, there is a belief that Trace will give Sloane powers, but it's honestly not confirmed. But yeah, there are beliefs that the Apparatus is related to the cube's cradle, and if you look around the Apparatus you can see all of this tech which belongs to the luminaries, because them as a syndicate are obviously going to help Sloane build it. So it's going to be a bit like chapter 4 season 1 when Stellan was building the Rift Gate, and every update the Rift Gate would get an upgrade. And speaking of Stellan, he might be returning soon. I actually made a video about him, link in description, you're going to want to check it out. But yeah, Sloane also referred the Apparatus to a stellar projector, which I believe is very important. And the Apparatus will be ran by kinetic ore prisms, which we had to pick up and give to Trace for a quest. But yeah, obviously inside the indestructible temple there is kinetic ore, which will power the Apparatus. But now, if the Apparatus fails and they use the kinetic ore wrongly, well then basically something bad could happen. Because if you remember, the Rift Gate was sabotaged, which left a massive red rift crack in the sky, which brought the location of Mega City. And also, what about the 0 point? Is the Apparatus going to do anything to that? Because the 0 point is petrified, and the bright blue orb is not visible anymore. So obviously the 0 point is petrified and obviously sealed itself in. But yeah, if the Apparatus goes well, then basically Sloane succeeded. If the Apparatus doesn't go well though, then the island is probably f***ed. But yeah, the luminaries of Sloane are building the Apparatus together, and they are going to finish off what the visionaries started. Now, it is very unlikely that there will be a live event this season, and we're probably just gonna have to wait for the last season of chapter 4. But yeah guys, I'm very sorry for not uploading in a while. I have been very focused on my Jones video, which I believe is coming out in over a week. But yeah guys, thank you all for watching this video, and please like and subscribe. Thanks.